Welcome back to another episode of Northwood's Garage. Today we're going to be painting the bumper, and we're going to do some other stuff on the truck today. So stay tuned and we'll get right into it. Welcome back to Northwood's Garage. So I went ahead and I took off the tailgate, and just so I can get a little bit easier look at the bumper here, and I'm not spraying on that. And I went ahead and I hit it with a paint strip disc to get some of the junk off, and I took a detailer spray and I cleaned it all down so it's ready for us to use the Plasti dip on it, and hopefully a can and a half will be enough. It's left over from when I got these rims, and so we're gonna be go ahead and we're gonna start painting this bumper. So I took a little break to see if it would start raining, and it's bright and sunny now. So let's get this third coat put on. Hey Logan, how rusty is that frame? Well, she's a little rusty. Typical up north weather. And there's a matching one on the other side that's already patched. Alright, I got the line all zip tied up here. I just zip tied it to this the wiring harness here for the rest of the truck. But that should stay. Well, after getting a nice shower of rust, this side's free, and I found that 19 millimeter breaks these bolts right off, so that works. So I couldn't quite get it off where the bolt was, so I just moved it to a different position. And look at that, bolt is easy to access now. Also, the bolt on this side decided to break, but we got it off. That's all that matters. Alright, now that we got both sides off, here's how the truck looks. In my opinion, it looks so much better now without those on. And as you can see, it clouded back up, so hopefully it doesn't start raining on us, and while we put on the fourth coat. And while we got the tailgate off, I'm going to go ahead and paint these plastics and under here, just because it doesn't get a lot of love and looks like it could be brushed up. Get this stuff looking good, and then might as well paint this bottom one as well. So it's getting kind of windy, so I'm gonna get this final coat put on and on the bumper, and then I'm gonna do a second coat on the plastics, and I think we'll be good to go. Alright, so it started raining, so I have the truck pulled in. Luckily I just in between coats I just pulled it in, so that way if it started raining I'd be alright. And so far this thing's looking pretty good. I know you guys can't really see it with the lighting, but it is looking really good. And then the next step is I would like to put some spray foam in here or something to try to seal this up, but I'm just gonna take a paint strip disc and just go over this just to get it all flat again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paint just this part before we put it back on, and then eventually I'll paint this whole thing with a gloss black, because as you can see the difference between this black and this flat black from like the Plasti dip. So and you know, I painted over rust before all along here. You can see the drips and stuff, but I just want to get this this part looking a little better before we go ahead and we either Bondo it or spray foam it, just to get some of this looking a little better on here. This is the final product. We got the back of the tailgate painted all the way down, and then we got the bumper, the caps on top, and right here I painted the hitch receiver and all that. I just did 2 quick coats over that because I know it's gonna get beat up anyway. And same with the plastics, I only did 2 or 3 coats on them. And then this, we got the 5 coats on the tailgate and on the bumper. And I'll show you it when I get it cleaned up tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be better weather and better lighting. And I forgot to film this earlier, but this is how the bumper turned out. Turned out pretty good. Like I said, we got 5 coats on the bumper, 5 coats on the bottom part of the tailgate here, and we grinded all this down, and it's much smoother now. It's not flaking, and it's all crisp. And yeah, so we got the 2 coats on top and on here, as well as the hitch and all the connections down here. And then we got the bumper looking really nice now. And like I said, we're gonna probably fill this in with construction foam later on, and then we'll take and we'll redo this whole tailgate in a gloss black, and as well as the fenders. There's a lot missing from the fenders, so I don't know how much we'll be able to get done or do with that, but just get it looking a little better, just because it's rough right now. And if we can make a rough vehicle look as good as it drives, you know, might as well. So alright, so this is the final look at the bumper and side shot here of how everything looks. Got the blacked out bumper now, and there we go. Alright, until next time guys, take care and drive safe.